set. It's your Los Angeles Angels and the home.
804 in slugging and an OBP lead the majors. And then with Anthony Rendon, we're talking about a guy that
He went on the shelf with a 6-game hitting streak, which is still active, of course, tonight. Walsh up. Fletcher sends a drive out to center field. And that's the reigning American League Baseball are resulting in strikeouts. And I'd imagine with Shohei on the mound tonight, that he missed 3.5 games and it hit him in the pad. There's a drive right back up the middle, a base hit for Trout. Welcome back.
And the one interesting thing there, Matt, most times, or it would be a
Rendon. At the time of the IL stint, hitting .290, a home. Rendon with runners aboard. Got him. 3 for 15 series against the Astros to start the trip. And a base hit into right field. Gallo's up throwing. Ohtani Crawford. Doing your scouting reports by looking at the head-to-heads, then this is one you want to circle. 4 runs batted in against him. And Jay up pops it up. Way up. Trevino tracking to retire the 4 innings of work. Did not allow the run. A 1 hit. And the only to start things out. A Ranger lineup that has had moments. They've shown flashes this year. And a bouncer up the third base line. Nobody home, and that's going to be a base hit. And Falefa lines a ball out to center field. Playable for Trout. 1 away.
22 career fielder at third base since 2015, though. 970.
Play with only 1 homer. Curiously, a guy who never used to hit.
Batting average.
3 balls and a strike. And there's ball 4.
Most pitchers will do that.
Low with a swing and a drive, and that one is gone. Player of the week, not just rookie, but player of the week. An American League pitcher hits for himself. It's really a challenge if you want to get him out of the game on the mound. And that one hits him. He really had a hard time establishing the inside part of the plate. Missing consistency. It is tough. I don't care which pitcher we're talking about. When you can't establish your fast. Dahl homered yesterday. It's the only extra base hit for the Rangers, and that one gets away from Suzuki. You know, there has to be a 11th Ranger to bat in this bottom of the first inning. 3 runs in. 3-1 pitch to Dahl is sent out to right field. Walsh coming on to make the catch. Tagging at third is Garcia. Out to make him feel a little bit better about this rocky start to the ball game. 2-2 pitch home to Holt. And a cold strike 3. A real battle to open the ball game, however.
Jose Mora here joins our good buddies Gooby and
already paid dividends as his single kept the line moving in a run-scoring inning. Here's the bottom third of the Angels' order against Jordan Lyles. Albert Pujols with the ball the other way to right. And there's 1 gone to start the second.
And it will be swinging at the first pitch. That was a fairly quick out by Pujols.
6 teams later, he's still out there as a major league starter. And Iglesias has a base hit.
There's a number of hitters in this lineup for the Angels that really come.
Hit by a pitch twice in Houston in a 4-game series, and did so for the first time since 1984. There's a fly ball into the corner for David Dahl. And 2 away on both sides of the scorecard. And there's ball 4 to Fletcher. It's a fine plate appearance.
The home runs. 6 players since 1900 have done that. Babe Ruth.
0-1 pitch is rocked into right field. That's damage. It's going to score Iglesias. They're going to try it with Fletcher as well.
Oh, wow. Every time you think of Shohei Ohtani, you do have.
Love the both sides of the scorecard nature of what he does. We're only in the second. And Trout sends a ball out to shallow left field. Coming on is Dahl, and he's able only to trap it. Scoring from second. Trout hitting now .414. They lose track. In their bottom of the first. And Walsh sends a drive out to right. That's got some carry on it. Gallo and now Garcia to retire the side. The 4-4 ball game. Angels get. Yes, there was a homer in the first, but a lot of these. Jose Trevino will lead things off, and the Rangers catcher offers at the first pitch and sends a drive out to Upton. A much needed
Step as far as the higher leg kick.
Pitch to Willie Calhoun is hit on the ground for Iglesias, 2 away.
Hey, Matt, just
Wheats. Justin Upton leads things off in the Angels half of the third. A high, deep drive to left, and the Angels have gone back out on top. Albert sends a drive well struck out to left center field, bidding for back-to-back. Life field last year. It's now in the book. Iglesias with a hot shot to third. Holtz got it.
Oh.
3-2 pitches punched into left. A base hit for Suzuki.
You look at these dimensions.
Fletcher with a shot to third that gobbles up Holt.
I mean, there's been some serious accident.
2-2 pitch. Got him. Guy made him chase. Did not throw him since the start of the 2019 season. Best on-base percentage in baseball, and it's gotten better. Has it? Yeah, you bet. That's going to clear Dahl off the wall. Mike Trout is doing major. Going to be all for Jordan Lyles. 7-4 Angels pitching. Rendon sends an infield pop to second base for Solak to retire the side. More halo damage in the third. On down as a result of tonight. One of the lowest figures in the game. And Gallo swings and misses. That's the kind of chase you're talking about there with the split. Here's Nate Lowe now. He slugged the big homer in the first inning. And he is a ground ball casualty here in the third. 2 strikes to Garcia. And Suzuki throws down to finish. Side retire.
Left-handed batter in this ballpark, but he let it get deep and he traveled it, lines it.
Right back up the box. Wow. Sure, a guess as to who holds the record for homering in the most ballparks? Has he done it again? Garcia's on the dead run, running out of room and making the out artist on the mound tonight. Corbin Burns of the Brewers. I want to look in on what he's doing as well, as Solak is caught looking.
That was a great slider.
Burns has 3 legit whiff pitches. Suate Kudasai. A rough start in the first in which he yielded 4 runs.
Wow.
7 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani. Lowe will do it himself, and there's 1 away. I think every guy that's thrown a 9-inning no-hitter would disagree with you, but what do I know?
different times, my friend, different times.
In the country, a lot of us thought he was going to sign with the Braves. And Fletch serves a little dunker into shallow center, but Garcia's got some time. Got him. 5 straight strikeouts in 7. Man, exactly what you just talked about. He got behind 3-0, then 2 fastballs for strikes, and he make once he's in there. Base hit. back up the middle.
Sanchin.
Kudasai.
Sanchin. Wow.
Mike had such a big series against the Rangers last week at home. Little ground ball, and Trout's 4 for 4 tonight. Balls this year is much higher than it is for his career. There's a fly ball into left for Dahl, and the first out of the inning. Well hit to center field. Garcia back, and he'll play it off a hop. Ohtani comes in to score. So he played in both ballparks with the White Sox, etc. Albert hits it on the ground to shortstop. That retires the side. One more scores. And the fact that the Angels are allowing a lot of runs. It's a bouncer for Fletcher. Through the first 20. There's Adolis Garcia with a line shot out to center that drops in front of Trout.
Hunting the fishing.
Runner goes, throw down to second base. Not in time. 2-2 to Dahl is lined into center field. Trout's got it by guys like Bo Jackson and show their way. Dahl and Garcia back, and that one's gonna go.
The great power numbers last year with Baltimore, 17 doubles, 370.
Out into center field, a base hit. Kurt's second of the ball game. In this year's plans, back to the old school wild card stuff. A bouncer to second, relay back to first base is not in time to double walk. A 2-run double, a single, and 3 runs scored as Schebler picks on the first pitch and lifts a pop-up into shallow left for Holt. That's outnumbered 163 games, so like a full season against this club. Knight denied for the time being, but he might get. Brock Holt the first to face him. Angels up by 5. And the guy they used to call the Brock Star in Boston bounces it out to second base, 1 away. Better.
That's a great point, Matt. And it's still a work in progress for this bullpen to get acclimated to the roles, as he gets a quick ground ball out there as well.
I don't know that Mike's going to shave tonight, by the way.
No, you can't. Baseball players certainly are. This is slightly superstitious, don't you think, Matt?
Yeah.
When teams are facing the Angels, they try to throw as many lefties as possible against, because the Angels have struggled against left-handed pitching.
Out to right field. A dive and a trap by Gallo. That's going to be a base hit for Jared Walsh. Up into shortstop. Falefa had to kind of clutch it, and it cost him a chance at the double play in 2011. On the ground to the left side of the infield, and that's going to wrap up the inning. To the bottom of inning number 8. Through 22 games in the history of this sport.
Wow, that's incredible when we're talking a lot of strikeouts, too. Open for pitchers to exploit.
And Claudio strikes him out. 21 runs batted in, tying him with J.D. Martinez for the top total in the game. There's a base hit for him, his second of the game tonight.
1 year. Angels record for that for Ersty.
Swing and a miss, and Tony Watson registers this on to try to get some work in this series opener. Jose Iglesias is homered tonight on the first pitch. He sends a little pop in the infield for out number 1. And he was amused by it. Suzuki sends the ball out into left for David Dahl.
4.
Line to first. Lowe's got it. And the Rangers are looking at their last lick. Wins in their last 9 tries against the Rangers. Keep their success here in Arlington afloat. A good play by Iglesias. 1 away. Foltynewicz gets the ball for the home side. And that's chopped to Rendon. And the Angels are 1 out away from back-to-back wins for the first time since April 8th and 9th.
Some solid defense as well, and some real good work out of the bullpen tonight after some solid bullpen work yesterday as well after a tough one on Saturday.
Former Brave and Dodger Charlie Culberson now will pinch hit with 2 gone and the bases empty here in the last of the 9th. The Dansby-Swanson look-alike. 0-1.
That's a good call on that one.
I mean, when this guy was playing with the Braves and he and Swanson were, standing near each other where you couldn't see the number on the back of the jersey. He had to do a double take.
Yeah, they need to mess around with some media members by switching up numbers. They really get everybody on that one.
Ball and a strike to count to Culberson. A season high hit total for the Angels tonight. Rangers down to their final strike. This win would also even the season series between these two division rivals at 2 wins apiece. 9 runs on a season high 16 hits tonight. And this will go at least 1 2-out pinch hit double in the last of the 9th. Win pushing the Angels back over 500. And that will wrap it up in Arlington tonight. 4 hits for Mike Trout,